No, you don't. We could face that way. Face that way and see if it's better. Like, put your chair that way.
I'm cool with being a shadow. It's fine.
Well, I'll make sure I don't accidentally call you a nigger.
Not
better.
today, Leah. Okay. It's not the day.
They're probably getting on like, what? Listen, everyone. Didn't just call Michelle a nigger.
No, she didn't.
Not yet. I was referring to...
Not before lunch, anyway.
I was referring to this Allison woman who accidentally
Lies.
called Kobe Bryant a nigger while she was reporting his death on MSNBC today. She says she was stuttering. And so I told Michelle, I'm like, yeah, she meant to say Negro.
Even that. Yeah. Is not.
Oh, that poor lady. She's literally being crucified by the entire world right now.
She's been fired already. And is getting her visa. If she can.
Oh, so on that note, like really, Michelle and I both woke up this morning really sad about the news that Kobe Bryant and his daughter died. So sending lots of love to the Bryant family. It was really interesting for me because like a decade of my life was spent around that community. I dated an NBA player for a while, and I just like Kobe Bryant was such a good guy.
Such a nice guy.
Yeah, just did so much for the city of Los Angeles too, and so definitely like lots of love sent out to his entire NBA family. And the city of Los Angeles has lost like an amazing advocate and philanthropist and humanitarian as well. So,
and all the other people involved.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were talking about that.
Yeah,
so we've been saying this morning, like how sad that there were 7 other people.
I think there were 7 in the helicopter. Yeah.
So 7 other people died, and we were saying, you know, how sad for them, especially, and it must be difficult for them to like have all of this press and media coverage of Kobe and his daughter, and then, you know, they lost family members too, so definitely sending love to like all of those families as well. Horrible. So we're sitting outside in Raleigh. We're probably going to start sweating soon because it's hot as fuck out here. I feel like this is far away. Maybe we need to put our chairs like... Listen, we didn't plan this very well. We were going to sit the other way, but Michelle's too black.
I was too black. My tan, my barley tan, my barley shades were getting in the way.
Hey, Kieran. So, yeah. I feel like we should share this to the places. And then we should talk about the things. We've been talking about all the things.
All of the things.
Yesterday, we had a all-day photo shoot.
Which was epic.
Oh my god, it was so amazing.
It was the most amazing photo shoot ever.
We're not going to tag the photographer or tell you who he is.
Hell no.
We're keeping it a secret.
Yeah, sorry.
We're also not going to tell you the locations that we shot at. We're keeping those a secret also. So you can enjoy the amazing pictures, but we will not be giving credit to the photographer.
No, he knows that he has credit.
We already told him.
Yeah, we're not sharing.
So we're not sharing.
Nope.
It was amazing though. It was so amazing. And
it was crazy amazing.
But we were like literally in a car driving places the whole day. So we were talking about all the things.
From 3 a.m.
Yeah, we left the house at 3 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
We left at 3 a.m. We got home finally for good at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And I'm just fucking tired. Yeah, we had a bottle of wine at dinner about it.
And spoke about all the things.
And spoke about all the things again. And so then we decided to come and talk about all the things publicly today. So here we are.
Hey.
I'm going to just I'm going to share this to my business page. I already tagged you. So you're tagged.
Cool. Merci.
And Michelle is leaving tomorrow.
This town is so crazy. Leah, what's Bali doing to me?
Michelle's been outside for like 5 minutes.
I came here yellow. now look.
She's so tan. And then I was like, now I need to go lay out because now I feel yellow. Oh, Jack's crying. Jack slept the whole night too. Like,
And the night before.
yeah, he's been sleeping really good, which is nice. Hey, everyone. Hey, that's saying hi. Hi from Australia. Hi. Ew, there's lots of ants down there, so don't put your feet on the ground. Bali life. All the ants. So, we are launching a program,
Oh my God.
and we're so excited about it.
This program is epic. It's not just any program. It's the
So when did we decide we wanted to do this? After I was in London or while I was in London?
I feel like it was while you were in London. We just knew that there was some kind of soul contract thing happening.
Yeah. Maybe it was when we were at lunch.
It was when we were after. It was after I treated you.
Pasta.
After I gave you acupuncture
Yeah.
at the Cloud Gate.
Yeah. And then you discovered that I was in metal.
Yeah, and I was like,
So we have these really crazy, like, crazy similarities.
It's insane.
I
It's
mean,
really insane.
we need to probably write them all down because I feel like every day there's a new one
Literally.
that we're like, what the fuck?
Personality traits.
Yeah,
that other people
personality
don't have,
traits.
like no fucks.
Yeah, like giving no fucks. Absolutely zero fucks.
God.
Yeah, so personality-wise, like really similar.
Yeah.
Share a constitutional factor,
Yeah, which is like Chinese medicine, 5-element acupuncture.
which is going to be part of the new program.
Yeah.
But also like really creepy shit. Like
Yeah, super creepy.
we
Like
both
saying the
married
same-
wood.
We both married
CFs.
CFs. We say the same shit at different times. Like
Yeah.
the other day with Sean when we
Oh,
got
yeah.
our tattoos.
Yeah, so we got tattoos.
We got matching tattoos.
We got Philosopher's Stone tattoos, which represents immortality, right?
Yeah.
Which is the program,
Which
which we'll
is
talk
the
about in a
program.
minute.
Yeah.
But so we came back and I went in Sean's bedroom and I was like, oh, look, and my new tattoo. And he's like, you got the Sorcerer's Stone? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, that's so cool. And I'm like, yep, so I'm magic now. And I just said it like that. And then I was like, hey, Michelle, because she had come upstairs and she was in my room. So she came over and I was like, show him your tattoo. And she's like, yep, so we're magic now. Like,
Crazy.
we were like,
And he was just like,
what? But I mean, so many similarities. Like, both have white English moms.
yeah. Yeah.
There's been so much that I like don't even know what it is. So last night we're sitting at dinner and I was like, so tell me, she has like 400 kids. And I was
I
like,
don't have 400. I did want to start my own sect of humanity, but I don't have 400. Okay?
Okay, she has 5,
do me
which
like
is
that.
basically 400. She has 5 kids. And
I
I
have
was like,
5.
okay, tell me their names. Because I know their ages now and like I know their gender, but I was like, tell me their names. And so she starts telling me and she like gets through her first 2 sons and then she gets to her daughter and I'm like,
Yeah, you're like,
stop it right now. So Sean and I, the only reason that Sean and I have Jack is because I was like, okay, I want a girl. Because we had 2 boys and I was like, I want a girl. Let's try one more time and we're going to do all the things. Like I did all the things. I basically stood on my head and like ran around in a circle
You did
backwards.
all the Chinese
I did
magical
all the
things.
Chinese magical things. I did like all, I literally researched and did all the things.
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
turned my uterine wall into acid. Like it was, I did all the things. I ate all the things. I did all the food things. Like, so I was confident we were having a girl. So, but we were literally like, when we had the conversation about having another baby, I was like, I want to have a girl. And then we, like, the day that we had the conversation, we were decided that we were going to name the girl Charlie. And ours was because we both loved the movie Top Gun. And we loved that her
I
name
love
was
Top Gun,
Charlie,
by the way.
right?
Oh my God.
We like thought it was
Yeah.
the coolest name. So we're
Yeah.
like, we're going to name our daughter Charlie. We're going to have a daughter. We're going to name her Charlie. Well, we know what happened. I fucking had Jack. Jack was like, oh, you think you're having a daughter? That's cute.
I'm here now.
Here I
Jack
am.
was always coming.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Jack came. We didn't have a daughter. Kim's like, she's not lying about doing all the things for her girl. That's my best friend. She literally did all the things. So she's telling me the names, and I'm like, so what's your daughter's name?
And I have one daughter.
And she has one daughter. She's like, what's your daughter? I'm like, what's your daughter's name? She's like, Charlie. I'm like, stop
like,
it.
Stop this
right
shit now.
Now. Stop it. But it's just every day.
Every day.
There's other weird shit. I can't even think of what it is right now, but it's like getting creepy.
Yeah.
There's been lots of weird things like this Charlie thing where it's just like,
yeah, so many weird things every day.
So anyway, apparently we're here to, and Allie was supposed to be named Charlie also. Her mom was talking about that at the retreat. Wow. And I was talking about how we were going to name Jack Charlie. Yeah. So anyway, we're obviously meant to be doing this program.
And so many other
amazing things. So Michelle is in my in the mastermind, in my high level mastermind, and I also have been working one-on-one with Michelle, and she's been teaching me like all the things about 5 elements acupuncture, which is like life-changing and amazing, and has been such an amazing thing for me to add into my
clearing, right?
Yeah, into clearing, but I was going to say more like the framework for how I live my life.
Yes.
Like we were talking about this last night, like really realizing and understanding my constitutional factor. It's helping me, like the things that are just who I am that I was like trying to make excuses for, or that I, it's like human design for me. It's like, it's a framework, right? But it's an understanding of who I am. And I'm all about that. Like that's my, I'm a metal, so
yeah, exactly.
I'm a seeker.
Seeking.
So I'm constantly seeking.
Yeah.
But it's just been really, really transformative for me, and to understand like the people around me, like Sean, understanding his, and
it gives you a deeper insight to how people function. Outside of expectation, because isn't it? Because we all fit into this, which is one of the things we were talking about last night. Like how we all try and fit into, there's like a global spiritual conscious community or whatever, and everyone tries to fit into that kind of secular behavior, but which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. So understanding, sorry people, understanding your...
We should probably preface this conversation by, we've decided that our model for authenticity in 2020 is 50 Cent.
50? It's totally 50.
Like he doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't
like
give a fuck.
He's just fully gonna be authentic and say all the things that
whatever
he wants to say.
Whatever he, which is him really reflecting the divine through him.
Right.
As so should it be, right?
So I'm just putting this out there. I have a feeling like many of you are gonna unfriend me that are watching this, because I'm like, I realized over the last couple of days how much I'm actually censoring myself. And like, because I was telling Michelle, I was just saying all the things to Michelle for the last 2 days. Like I literally just like dropped and you guys know, I don't really have, like, can you imagine what's about to happen?
Yeah, no.
Because I'm fairly filterless.
It's so
it's that last little bit.
Yeah.
It's the last little bit that's the actual true
it's
authenticity.
Baba Yaga. Oh
yeah,
my
so
God.
yesterday morning
Totally
when we're
Baba
going
Yaga.
to the retreat, I got this new amazing goddess deck called Goddesses and Sirens. It's on my Amazon shop if you want it. It's amazing. So go to www.amazon.com/shop/Leah Steele Life. It's called Goddesses and Sirens. And I've never seen it. I got it in Australia. I'd never seen it anywhere before. But I got it, and there's a Gods and Titans one also that's amazing. And I got that one for Sean. But so we pulled some cards yesterday. It was 2 days ago.
It was before the shoot.
Yeah. So we were just like, what do we need to know about the shoot? Pulled some cards. And we pulled the fucking Baba Yaga card.
Yeah, we were like, ew.
And she's
gross.
like, this head in the card is like bad. Like I've seen bad Baba Yagas.
Yeah, but this one is
she's like bald with like little pieces of hair.
What's that thing from Lord of the Rings? It's
she looks like Gollum.
She looks totally like Gollum.
And so the card is like authenticity though. The card is called authenticity.
Totally.
And so we read about it and we're both just kind of
like
okay. And then literally like the first shoot of the day, 3 a.m. we go to this like
epic,
amazing,
unbelievable
location.
Unbelievable location.
And like part of what I read out of the card was like the Baba Yaga lived in this like rickety house that was on chicken legs.
Like you can imagine like steam, like water, really dark. Like
we literally like that was the first location of the day, and we're like sitting out on this like I don't even know what it was like
on water.
Yeah, like on water in like this wooden chicken
black.
shack.
In black.
Dressed in black, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh shit.
And the photographer's
the Baba
like,
Yaga. Oh yeah.
the photographer's like, I don't know, I feel like this looks like something out of the Blair Witch Project. And we're like,
keep that. That's exactly
that
what
is
we
the
want.
vibe. Keep that vibe.
Anyway, so the Baba Yaga started showing up all
Baba
day
Yaga.
yesterday, and it was just like all about authenticity and like speaking your truth. Not even speaking your truth, speaking the truth.
Speaking the truth that comes through you,
not
regardless.
Your truth, like the truth.
The truth.
And like, with no fucks given for other people's feelings.
No, literally.
And then like, so we keep seeing shit like 50 Cent keeps popping up, and we're like dying laughing because we're like, he's so fucking
50
savage.
is a total mood, though.
Like he does not fucking care. And I've been loving on him. Like I'm sure if you follow me on Insta stories, I've been posting about him like at least once a week. Like I love him. Like he's such a vibe. But like it is for me, like that's what I feel like I'm being called to in 2020 is like I'm so not here for all the bullshit anymore. Like I can't handle the fucking victim consciousness shit anymore. Yeah. Like those of you that are in my programs, you know I'm fucking calling people out left and right because I'm just like, it is your fucking choice. Move through this shit. Move through it. Yeah. But we were having a lot of conversations about the conscious, woke, conscious community. Did you get my?
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Did you get my quotations there? Yeah. Conscious, woke.
Yeah, it's an interesting portal that's being created there. That's kind of sucking people in, and like it goes back to authenticity, right? But in order to step into authentic truth, you have to be willing to go through like the savagery of like ego defamation with yourself, isn't it? Which brings you back to authenticity. But that means doing all of the fucking things. Like it's like I run a well-being clinic and I have patients. I'm a practitioner and doctor of Chinese medicine in London, but soon in Bali.
Yeah. Gonna open a cloud gate in Bali.
I'm totally opening a cloud gate in Bali.
Moving here.
And I'm also a naturopath and a nutritionist, and with my patients, like obviously I get people, I treat a variety of things. It could be chronic disease, it could be acute things, people come to me for nutritional things if they're not coming to me for acupuncture and shit. But it's like, if you come to me and with, I don't know, long-term chronic gastric
I feel that
issues,
you should preface this by telling them about your 27 PhDs.
I don't have 27 PhDs and I don't have 400 kids.
Okay, she has 2 PhDs. It's basically the same thing.
Back to the
listen,
gastric issues.
But talk about, because it's important, like your background, like what you've studied, because you are not just a Chinese acupuncture doctor. You're a nutritionist, and it's important information for her to tell you about her 27 PhDs.
I don't have 27
Okay, she just has 27 degrees.
That I might be able to agree with. Okay, so I basically just had an interest, keeping the story short, I basically had an interest in naturopathy and nutrition and herbology since I was like a child. Like I used to roll around on the grass picking shit out of the ground wondering if I could eat it. So moving through teenagehood and now shit, first degree was nutrition, clinical nutrition, and then I went on to do naturopathy and herbal medicine, and then I went on to do holistic nutrition, Chinese medicine, and acupuncture, but an integrated acupuncture, traditional Chinese, and 5-element, which is life. By the way, 5-element acupuncture is like, the 5 elements are life anyway.
Yeah. So the thing I think we've discovered the most, or the thing that's been the most mind-blowing for me, is like, it's everything. The elements are in everything.
It's the building blocks of the whole entire universe.
Like all of it. Human design, doesn't matter what. Astrology, it doesn't matter what we're talking about. It's like, there's an element associated.
And everything outside, everything in creation is like created within the 5 elements constantly, isn't it?
Yeah.
So understanding your constitution within that compound is life-changing. It's life-changing. It helps you understand where you're at as a person, why you think the way you do versus anybody else does.
And this is important, I think, because the other thing that we were talking about yesterday is that, like, what I'm finding is there's so many people especially in the online, like, conscious space that have I'm trying not to do it, but that have open heads in human design.
Yeah.
And so they're getting ideas and they're thinking that they're own, and they're not.
Yeah.
And it's because they don't fucking understand themselves.
Yeah, and they're not yet fully okay with that either.
Yeah.
Like, I think everybody needs to do themselves a service and the world a fucking service, and just be okay with yourself, regardless if that's going to piss off the person next to you, regardless if you're not meant to eat smoothie bowls every fucking morning. Maybe you're not meant to be plant-based or a vegan. Like, all of these things are first world problems, as far as I'm concerned.
So you were saying, but go back to what you were saying, since I rudely interrupted you.
Yeah.
To tell the story about all your degrees, about in your practice, like what you're seeing in your practice.
So what I'm seeing in my practice, because it brings us back to people not doing what the fuck they have to do. So it's like, I get people coming to me for chronic issues. It could be disease, it could be womb issues. That's a whole nother thing, by the way. That's a whole nother thing. Gastric issues, it could be musculoskeletal, it could be anything. And they will come to me because essentially as well, can I just say something about healers? We are not the facilitators of healing. Facilitates
you healing yourself,
your ability to cultivate and the remembrance of.
Here we go. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. I think my internet also ran out, which I don't understand how that's possible, but luckily we have our little internet box. Wait for 1 second. We'll wait for everyone to come back. Come back, come back.
I feel like the program then was like, no.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, oh, they're talking about shit that's too real.
That's too deep.
Well, let's
Shut
end
that
that.
shit
Let's
off
end that.
now.
Let's end that.
No,
No,
silence those bitches.
you cannot heal yourself.
You cannot. You will not
Facebook world,
cultivate
you
your
will
own
not.
healing.
You will not heal
them.
thyself.
Exactly.
Shut them down.
Shut them down. No, that is blatantly what happened. That was too real.
Oh my god.
That was too fucking real.
They totally shut us down.
They shut that shit
What's
down.
happening here? She said the last thing I heard was, "Can I say something about healers?"
Oh,
Click.
No. Is that what happened? No, we didn't. No.
We are not the facilitators. Start at, we are not the facilitators of healing. Healers are not. Oh yeah. So
So yeah, because I'm going to go back to the story. But what I get in my own practice, which is quite large, is that people come with an ideology that they are not in their own authentic power, or their human belief that they are less than divine, and do not have an ability to self-heal, basically. And what I was saying about healers is that healers don't heal you. Like, that is separation, that is bypassing to think that. What healers do, real amazing healers, is they facilitate the remembrance within you and within the homeostasis of your body that allows you to cultivate your own wellness, which is your divine right. It is something that you can do all by yourself. So yeah, that's what we were saying about healers. So healers are like the gatekeepers to your ability to self-cultivate healing, like to reactivate the body. The same way as you do activations in people. Like healers activate that within your existence.
Activate your remembrance.
Activate your remembrance.
Oh yeah, so we were saying that the body has the ability to exist in a state of perfect health. Period.
Period. Regardless of anything else. We're not built for this shit.
Yeah.
We're built to be in perfect health. And by the way, okay, I feel like I'm going to go off subject totally and onto a few other things, but don't let me do that. But this brings me back to the thing as well, is that this mind, body, soul existence, within the healing paradigm and the conscious community, I find it quite dangerous. Because yes, we all have those things, but it's in separation. So what we do is we find ourselves in one of those portals, but not all of them at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, I'm going to meditate for 10 hours a day, but I'm going to eat like shit. Or I'm going to meditate for 10 hours a day and eat smoothie bowls all day, even though I'm not constitutionally built to eat those.
Right. So what were you saying last night? I was dying laughing. What did you say last night where you were like, you cannot...
Oh, was I saying about cars? Was I using the analogy about the car?
No, pizza.
What the fuck did I say?
I don't know.
Pizza?
It was something like you can't do...
Oh, it was going back to the actual original story, which was about how I get loads of people with chronic kind of issues and doing the things, you know, and they come, we set up a whole acupuncture program amongst other things, and then I'm like, okay, you have to fix your diet as well. And it's kind of like, you have to fix my diet? I'm like, yeah, you have to fix your fucking diet. Like, you can't be eating pizza and then
yeah, like, you can't be like doing all the other things.
All the other things, and then eating like an extra large pizza and 2 liters of ice cream a night, and expect that just because you do all the Joe Dispenza meditations,
right, that you're good.
That you're good.
That you can like create perfect health.
No. And
then still be eating pizza every night for dinner.
It's bullshit.
So I think where we've really come together is, you know, for me, it's like I'm definitely like bringing this message to the world of like, it's your divine birthright to be wealthy. And the word wealthy literally means well and healthy. Yeah. So it's being well and healthy in all areas of your life. And I think what Michelle and I are really interested in both right now is
immortality.
Well, yeah, immortality. Like literally. Like and when like literally.
Yeah, literally.
Immortality.
Yeah.
Like we're not speaking figuratively. Like
no.
we're speaking literally. And you know, this whole, I really believe that like this is why Jesus and Mary have been showing up for me lately. It was around this concept. It's around the concept of hypostatic union, right? Which is reaching our full human potential and our full divine potential simultaneously.
Which is the purpose of this journey.
Yeah, it's the purpose of us being here,
the
like
whole
on
purpose,
this planet.
the only purpose. Yeah.
And so what we were talking about that like frustrates us to no end is that we see people going one side or the other.
Yeah.
It's like they go full spiritual, but then they completely fucking neglect their physical body.
Yeah.
Or they go full physical body and then completely neglect the spiritual.
And when we say the physical as well, I think it's really important. It's like the physical body means what is good for you.
Yeah.
Like what is good for you and your body. Not what's good for the earth. Not what's good for everybody else in your conscious community, okay? And don't get me going on that. Something about turmeric just came to my head. I'm gonna say it in a second. I'm gonna say it, right? Not what's good for anybody else, but yourself. Like, and really going on the deep dive journey of self mastery, which is the journey of self, not the person next to you, not the person in your meditation class,
not the collective,
or in your sister circle, okay? You. And that may not be green smoothies 5 times a day and no food.
Yeah.
It might not be no meat. You know, go into a tribal community and tell them that plant-based is the only way. Someone please do that. Go to Africa and speak to one of those tribes or anyone. Like, yeah. And I am plant-based a lot of the time, but it's really important that we step out of this kind of notion that you are not your main priority here, because you are. Not anybody else.
So it's understanding, like the self-mastery piece is so important because it's understanding all parts, right? It's understanding, I mean, like, this is for me, like, this has been my journey over the last 5 years, and it's like the thing that I'm seeking the most is an understanding of myself and who I am. So that's why I'm fascinated by human design. It's why, you know, the idea of knowing that framework is so important to me. It's why astrology fascinates me. But then when it comes to this physical, I mean, there's a component of this in human design too, perfect health system, which talks about environment and ways and types of eating for health, right? Like, and so this is just the thing. It's like, what's right for me is not right for Michelle. No. So we can't be like, oh, we share the same values about like about animal agriculture,
no.
So
or because
we're going to be vegan.
We're going to both go and eat like smoothie bowls together. Like,
so
you know,
you know, and that's going to piss a lot of people off.
And also, can I just say something? I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but I have to get this off my chest.
Say it. Say the things.
I have to say the things. Okay. I give a fuck about the earth. Of course we do. We all should give a fuck about the earth. But what I do not give 2 fucks about are environmentalists who are hypocrites. Okay? So I also like have a lot of environmentalists in my practice, and they will come and they will tell me all of the carbon emissions in the earth and stuff like that in the UK whilst holding a turmeric almond milk latte. Why are you talking to me about my carbon footprint when we don't grow fucking almonds in the UK? And you're drinking an almond milk latte. Can we just deal with ourselves, people? Like, and just because like you're an environmentalist. It means that you don't have to also step into your authenticity, like, and Leah.
So this is like this is where we become sheeple, right?
Yeah,
where
totally.
It's like the conscious community is saying that this is what's good. And so to be conscious, you have to go do all the things that those people are doing at the detriment of you and your health. And I think it's a big reason why we are seeing so much autoimmune stuff. I mean, there's lots of reasons, right? But it is the comply with the collective. Do what as everyone else is doing. It's like, you know, I'm not intending to turn this into a vaccine conversation, but to imagine that we could put the same, like, just, let's say vaccines were entirely safe, okay?
Yeah.
And we put them in one person. Those vaccines that were entirely safe, if they were entirely safe. We're seriously not starting a vaccine conversation.
No, we're not.
But in one person,
yeah.
To say that that would be okay to put in everyone across the globe is fucking insanity.
And the same vaccine in every single different person.
It's crazy. You can't put the same food in every person. You can't put the same whole organic, beautifully grown, raised food in the same in all the people.
And like, also, when something is industrialized, you have to look at it. And nutrition was my first love. You know, it's my first clinical practice. But also, when something is industrialized, you have to look into why. Like, nutrition and Whole Foods is a huge thing. It's a huge industry. Whole Foods is a huge fucking industry. Do you know what I'm saying? Which also brings me back to the environmental thing. Now,
and your almond milk turmeric
and your
latte.
Turmeric latte with
when
maca in it.
They're not growing motherfucking turmeric or
exactly
in your city.
In your fucking city. But also, it's like all of those exotic powders that you put, like your acai bowls and all of that shit.
What were we talking about last night?
If it doesn't come from where you are, like, think about the carbon footprint. Just because it has a Whole Foods stamp on it does not mean it's fucking good for you, and it doesn't mean that it's good for the earth. If you really give a shit, do you know what I'm saying?
I was using the example of kava. I was like, you know, it's like kava's really good for Polynesians, and then all of a sudden, like, there's this craze, and like the whole entire world is like, oh, I'm gonna drink kava 3 times a day. No, because you're not Polynesian.
Exactly. It's fucking crazy. We're getting crazy.
And you don't
people
live where Polynesians live.
It's just such a disservice to your humanness.
I mean, listen, you can drink kava. That's not what
I'm
saying.
That's not
I'm
what
just
we're
saying.
Do you, boo?
Don't, like...
Do you, boo? You know?
But then don't complain about my carbon footprint.
Yeah, exactly. Don't complain about my carbon footprint either if you're doing that shit. Like, at all. It's tiring. But at the end of the day, it's like you're doing yourself a disservice. Like, you're doing humanity a disservice not to be you. Yeah. Like, and sometimes it may be uncomfortable to be you. It may, you know, not fit in with the crowd that you're so desperately trying to fit in with. And actually, I think people try to fit in because to avoid self-mastery.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, to totally avoid it. To totally avoid self-mastery and to really step into your authentic self. And
so this is, you know, this is part of the craze of human design, I think, right now, is it is the science of differentiation.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why so many people are, like, when they start studying it, and they're like, oh, wow, I'm actually a unique human being.
But did they do that?
Well, so that's the so this is the thing that we're talking about, right? And we're just going to put it out there right now, because so we are creating 2 programs. One is a year-long fucking Immortal Mastery program. That's, like, all we can, like, and we're going to come out and be talking about it, but, I mean, this is our program Immortal is going to be a 12-month self-mastery journey. Yeah. Period. And it's going to require fucking deep commitment, financial and otherwise, right? So that's that program. But we were talking last night, and Michelle was like, do you think that we need to have a mid-range program? Yeah. Because there's going to be so many people that want to access this.
And that should access it.
Yeah, and that should access 100%. It, that are going to be able to afford a high 5-figure investment over the year. And I was like, yeah, I think we should. Yeah. But this is what started this whole conversation about this, because I was like, we have to weed out the people that aren't willing to do the things.
Yeah, because
tiring. People will go out and read and research and get all the knowledge, but then they won't
do fuck all about it.
Fucking
like act. It's like my patients or people that come to you. I see it in your containers, girl. I'm gonna call that shit out. Okay? Like, it's just because yes, it's like half of the investment, like to yourself, to invest financially and to be in there. But just to be part of a conversation for the sake of being part of a conversation and not do shit for yourself is not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
Yeah.
For anybody.
Yeah. And this is where the breakdown happens, right? And I think this is really where the breakdown happens in the conscious community, is that we think that we can sit around and talk about things and affect change. Talking and thinking and reading does not fucking affect change. Action does.
Yeah.
And so there's this piece that's like, you know, people are like, oh, Leah, how do you do all the things? You know, and I keep seeing all these posts about like being in a state of being. Well, yes, you need to fucking be sometimes. Yeah. But if you're focusing on being, or you're focusing on studying, or you're focusing on reading, or you're focusing on knowledge or gaining knowledge, and you're not fucking taking action, then fuck all is going to happen in your life.
Totally.
You could read 250 books about nutrition, but if you don't change the way you eat, you're still going to be a fat ass.
Yeah, 100%. Like, that is for definite.
Yes, I said fat ass.
Yeah, that's for
Don't crucify me. I give a
Yeah, that's for definite.
And just like, I mean, it's the money thing, right? We can go in and deconstruct the programming and deconstruct your limiting beliefs, but if you don't actually show up for yourself and take action, nothing changes.
Nothing. And yourself being the word.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yourself. And also, just to be stuck in a process all the damn time must be exhausting.
Yeah.
How do you get like results when you're in a continuous process?
When you continue to deconstruct yourself, and don't take action after that deconstruction period to rebuild. I mean, this is part of the reason why I'm doing part 2 of Ouroboros, the reconstruction program, because so many. I mean, clients are having epic results.
Yeah, I had epic results.
But they're the ones that take action. They're the ones that are taking action. Yeah. Those are who have the results. Like, and I realize that a lot of people don't know how.
Yeah.
They don't know how to take action.
They
so
don't know.
That I think is this mid-range program, right?
Definitely.
Because the people that are joining us for immortal mastery, like self-mastery, they already know that they're going to take the action. 100%. They already capable of doing the things. Yeah. So the mid-range program, but we were talking last night and I was like, I feel like we should require people to get a blood test.
Yeah.
To come do the program. Yeah. Because it's like, it's going to require commitment.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
We need to see that you're actually willing to do the action, because we don't want you to waste your time, but we definitely don't want you to waste our time.
Oh no. And really investing, because the program is to do with all of the things, like we were saying before, like about this weird separation between mind, body, and spirit. All of that's coming together. It's all of the physical attributes. It's all of the nutrition. It's all of the secret herbology, like ancient Taoist kind of things. It's all of the clearing. It's all of the magic. It's all of the things. Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's, I mean, like, I think the thing that's going to be different about this is we're looking at all aspects. So we're looking at the material. Like, we want mastery in the material. We want mastery of our wealth and of our finances.
Definitely.
We want mastery of our physical body.
Yeah, exactly. And which brings it back to the blood test, like, you have to know what's going on inside you. Like, you have to know.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, in order for the body to heal, like, you have to be able to support the body.
Exactly.
So you have to know.
Because you can't just, like we were saying before, go and drink a whole shit ton of green smoothies if that's what is not needed for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No amount of vegetable green smoothie is going to save you. Unless you're like the very small percentage of the population that needs to eat green smoothies all day.
Exactly.
But that's probably like
very small
10 people on the planet.
Exactly. So self-mastery, people, that is what Immortal is about, and it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic, and it's all the things. And I'm super excited.
Yes, it's going to be so good. I was just reading the comments.
Yeah.
We're really excited. So we're actually spending the rest of the day like outlining the program, and we did an epic photo shoot yesterday to launch the program.
It's disgusting.
It was
photo shoot is disgusting.
And then we're so I feel like we're going to be launching in March.
Yeah.
And this isn't going to be an entry-level program, neither of these. So the mid-level will be a 6-month commitment. But if you're feeling called, You can type immortal as fuck in the comments.
Immortal as fuck.
Then we will get you the information. But if you're not prepared to really look at where you're limiting yourself
physically,
materially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, like, it's going to be a deep dive. And
it's not going to be easy.
No, it's not going to be easy. But you're going to have to be willing to do the things that we tell you to do. I mean, that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, this is the thing we were just talking about, how crazy it is. It's like, people come and they want to heal themselves, but they're not willing to do the things that it requires to heal themselves.
Because they don't want to heal themselves. They want to be healed.
Yeah.
Isn't it? That's the case with most people in humanity.
Yeah, you want the magic pill.
You want the magic pill. You don't want to.
You want someone to do it for you.
Exactly.
This is not a program of us doing it for you. It's a program of you doing it for yourself.
Yeah, doing it for yourself and really cultivating how divinity comes through your physical vessel, which is your spaceship to life. It is the most immense tool that you are given for your soul to cultivate greatness while you're here on this planet. Yeah. So understanding how your spaceship works and the self-mastery to that is the biggest service you can give to yourself and to your soul and to others, because everything's a reflection in a mirror, right? And so inspire other people to do the same. Don't inspire people to do shit the same way you do.
Yeah. Inspire other people to find, to self-mastery. Right?
Self-mastery. That is what 2020 has to be about. Like, if humanity wants to stop fucking shit up, like, you know, not just for the earth, but for ourselves. Like, people are confused as fuck, and people are confused and depressed as fuck and broke as fuck.
Yeah.
Because,
well, and this is the thing that we're talking about, right? Like, this is the part where it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Where there are a lot of people out there claiming that they can heal you, that they can fix you, that they can, you know, pay me $100,000 and I'm going to create this thing for you. And it's just not going to happen. And, you know, you may even get some small wins that way, but it's not sustainable.
It's not longevity.
You're the fucking magician. You're the alchemist.
You are the Messiah.
You are the Messiah.
You are the motherfuckers. Messiah, motherfuckers. That is what it comes down to. And these people that have existed.
I think we found the tagline of the
yes,
you are the Messiah,
you
motherfuckers.
Are the fucking Messiah. Because that's what it is. And the whole program and narrative, like, of slavery exists to disembody that fact from you.
Yeah.
Because you have the ability to do it all.
Well, so, and we've been talking about Jesus a lot, like, as we've been, like, talking about this program. And the idea of, like, you know, Jesus was a man.
Yeah.
And did he achieve immortality? I think he did. I think he achieved hypostatic union. I think that he didn't fucking walk on water because he was God's son. I think he walked on water because he had mastered the elements and he had mastered himself.
I feel like I should sing some gospel music right now or something like that.
So we found the site where we are first going to walk on water yesterday.
Yes. Oh my God.
They were like, this is where we're going to do it. This is it. When we walk on water, it's going to be here.
This is the fucking place.
This is the place.
It was unbelievable.
Oh my God. So, I mean, that's the thing. It's like when we think about ascended masters, right? These humans who have existed, who have gone on to do great things or achieve great feats, or the supernatural, achieve the supernatural.
The supernatural,
right?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't, I mean, what the fuck do you think Jesus was doing his whole adolescence and early adulthood? He was fucking becoming a master of his vehicle. Not just his physical body, but of his soul and his spirit.
The whole vehicle.
So, and it's, you know, did he turn water into wine? Did he walk on water? Did he do all of these things? And then I'm just going to say that if you think he did all those things and then he fucking died on that cross, you're
you know,
that's another story.
Yeah, that's another life. That's a total another life.
So, yeah, I mean, and so, but the thing is that, like, Jesus isn't this special person that is the only one that can do this.
He's the inspiration.
He's meant to be an inspiration, right? Every single one of us has the capability of doing this.
Totally.
We're only using, what is it? We only use 10% of our brain, and we're only using, like, any given day, what is it, 20 or 30% of our physical capabilities?
Yeah.
This is capability. You don't have this giant brain to only be using 10% of it. You don't have this amazing physical vehicle to only be using 20% of it.
It's crazy.
So,
that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying before the program interrupted us. It's about like the inside of the human body and anatomy. And you were like, well, not everyone's dissected a human body.
Oh yeah. So she was like, so if you've dissected a human body,
if you've studied anatomy advancedly
and dissected a human body, as so many of you have, me included,
you have the opportunity to look at those things. That's what I was saying. Okay. But inside the human body, the way I know that we all look at the human body, we only usually for healing purposes, like if you get a joint injury or something goes wrong, then you may look it up, see what's happening in the joint. But the fact is, like, the way that joint is pieced together is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. The way the bone is constructed, the way everything fits together in perfect space, the way there's fluid in between to like make sure everything's oiled and moves correctly. Like, I want to know all the things about my body.
So this is the piece where I talk about, like, when people say, like, this is where humility and being humble comes into me, for me. Like, I talked about this on the live stream the other day, because I was like, they were like, oh, well, when you go and see, like, when you go to a sacred site, or when you experience something that's, like, so much greater than you and so awe-inspiring, like, shouldn't you be humbled by that? And I'm like, and I said this on a live stream the other day, I was like, as far as I'm concerned, this body that we live in, like, the fact that, one, we have a soul that can reside in this physical body, and then how this physical body works, that this physical body can make other human bodies, like, we are more of a miracle than any fucking, like, we are more awe-inspiring. We are the miracle. Right, than any sacred site, than any, I mean, like, to me.
And it's all part of the programming. Like we were saying, don't you think? It's like all part of that kind of constructed mentality to take away your ideal of how great you are.
Yeah. So fuck humility and being humble. Like, you are, and this is the thing. Like, this, and now here Maria Portis comes in. Like,
oh my,
ye are gods.
I love for Maria.
Ye are gods.
Yeah.
Like, Maria's been, like, talking about this thing about ye are gods, and it's true. Like, we are the gods. We're the fucking gods. And we're just not recognizing our full potential.
Totally. And in every scripture, and no matter what your belief is, if you follow any kind of colonialistic religious bullshit, it states that we are made in God's image, which means what? Like,
So.
So excited about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good, you guys. Like, this is, like, to me, like, why do anything else?
Yeah, self-mastery.
This is it, I mean, it's this whole picture, it's this whole piece. Like, I do Ouroboros because I want you to deconstruct your programming, and to me, it's like, how can I get you to understand? Oh, Ouroboros, by the way, I may just blow all your fucking minds right now for a minute, but Ouroboros isn't actually about money. Wealth repatterning isn't actually about money.
No.
But it is the easiest way for me to get you to see what's happening. Because everybody fucking has money shit. Everybody has money issues. Everybody wants money. Everybody wants to shift their money story and their money consciousness. So it's my easiest way into your psyche to get you to fucking realize that you're being controlled, that you're being programmed, that you're being poisoned.
That you can do
that you
whatever.
That
decide.
You literally
decide
to cut out that which is not working.
Yeah,
like all the fucking pizza in your diet.
Yeah, exactly. And all the green smoothies that you want to
just say this? I eat pizza.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to eat pizza.
No one's saying that.
No one's saying, like, don't ever eat pizza again. But we are saying get to know your body. And here's the thing, like, we are, the two of us, like, we are taking the journey as well.
Yeah.
Like, we are committed to
immortality.
We're fucking committed to immortality. Like, we're going to be immortal, motherfuckers. If you want to be immortal, get on the train.
What? We already are immortal. Your soul is fucking endless. It's an endless spiritual existence, right?
So I'm doing this program right now with, and I've only watched like one video and listened to one audio with Jessica Carver Lindholm, and it's called like Fit, Sexy, Free. And in her first audio training, which was like, and I'm the type of person that goes into containers, I don't really watch the shit, I just get the transmission from the person. But in her first audio training, she said something that I was like, fuck yes, like this is so good, and it's exactly what we're talking about. She said, your perfect body is already inside of you. Like, So she's like, you just need to cut away the things.
Yeah.
You need to just carve away the parts that aren't it.
That
like,
aren't
it's
you.
already there. It's already inside you.
It's
like your ideal body is already inside of
like
you.
Like thoughts.
You don't have to go out and get it. It's like already there. Here.
Just decide.
So perfect health is already, it already exists inside of you.
It's your and it's your divine right.
Divinity already exists inside of you. Your fucking soul is already in your body.
It's already here.
It's like this. There's this constant seeking outwards for information, and it's like somebody said to me the other day too. Like they were saying, like, "Oh, I've heard that the Akashic records are now being, the access is now being shut off for humans."
God,
I was like,
"No, that's
no." Because can I just tell you something? It's not you are the fucking Akashic record.
Exactly, you are the Akashic record.
Your soul. Is what's holding the record of your fucking soul, so it's already inside of you. And like, and I'm not like saying anything bad about the people that were saying this, but I'm just saying like, it's this idea. All of your potential, your potential isn't outside of you. It's not something that you have to go achieve.
No,
like it's already inside of you.
Now.
You have to have a remembrance of it. You have to reawaken it. You have to decide. So cut away that which is not working for you.
Yeah, that's all. It's literally like a remembrance.
You have to cut away all the fucking programming and all the bullshit and all of the conditioning and all of the things that have gotten you to this place where you are today.
Totally. And the programming is also, whether you like it or not, realizing, which goes back to the basics of what we were saying, that your self-mastery has nothing to do with the person next to you.
Right.
And you may want someone to hold your hand or to sit and eat green salad with, but that may not be your truth or your journey. So
yeah. Well, it's so interesting right now. Like Sean is like full carnivore right now.
Yeah.
Like and it's working so well for him.
Yeah.
So I don't know what his blood type is, but
probably
he decided to try it, and like he's feeling better than he ever has in his life. I can't eat meat every meal of every day.
Yeah.
And literally it's just
spiny tattoo. Yeah,
we have new tattoos.
Matching tattoos.
Oh, I got my wealth rune also, my Feihu wealth rune. And we got immortality tattoos.
The Philosopher's
Stone.
That was so crazy. We'll come back. That was fucking
so
crazy.
Here's another synchronicity. So we're like, we wanted to get a tattoo that represented immortal, so we chose one. And then we went into the store, and then I couldn't find the image.
Yeah.
And so then we were both looking it up, and she was just
I was looking up the elements for my fingers.
Oh yeah, so she's looking up the elements for her fingers, and then
there was one that represented everything, which was the
And I was like, what's that? I looked over and I was like, what's that? And she's like, oh, that's what represents all the elements. And I was like, I want that.
It's that.
I was looking because I wanted to get gold for metal.
Yeah.
Because I'm a metal.
And I wanted to get gold because I'm a metal.
Yeah. So we were like, and then we're like, oh, the Philosopher's Stone. And then we start reading the description, and it's literally talking like it is. The Philosopher's Stone is what helps you achieve immortality.
It's self-mastery. It's alchemy.
Yeah.
Alchemy. You know what I'm saying?
So of course we had to get it.
Yeah. So we had to get it.
So we got it in this like really janky like
I'm surprised we didn't like catch something now.
Dude,
we might have.
They changed the needles, but like it's like it was so old school. My arm is like totally swollen.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm immortal, so my body is just healing itself.
That's what's happening.
That's what happens. Yeah. So that's it. I mean, I really just feel like Kim was actually saying, Kim Farber posted that there's a lot of scarcity and lack being thrown around right now.
It's the lack mentality, right?
And I mean, this is like what I'm gonna say. If somebody is if you're buying something from somebody because you're afraid, like, fuck that noise. If somebody is selling something to you based on fear or lack, like
you can't be a good person unless you're gonna be a raw organic vegan.
Yeah. Or you're contributing to the destruction of the planet, or, you know, whatever it is, or you're not enough.
Yeah. What do you mean by being a mental seer? Okay, so basically, because it's a long thing.
Join the program.
Okay, join the program. Point number 1, immortal as fuck underneath. Basically,
only one person put, which is super interesting. Only one person's not, which is going to be par for the course.
Well, that's what it
only
is,
one person wants to be immortal as fuck. Everyone else is scared.
Okay, so basically, the elements. I work within Chinese medicine, and 5-element acupuncture is my love, and it's based on the ideology that the elements are the building blocks of the whole universe, which they are. right? It's alchemy. And that also goes for human beings as well. So we have all of the elements within us. The one with the weakest link is your constitution. That's your constitutional factor. It's how you show up in the world. It is you. So Leah falls under a metal constitution, and so do I. And if you're interested in that, go and do some research about it, or just join the program. And you will get to know your individual constitutions. You'll get diagnosed within your individual constitutions. You will know everything to the left and right of all of your personality traits, and all of the other things. Food.
And you're also doing your alchemy series.
Yeah, and I'm doing an alchemy series as well. Actually, I'm releasing the alchemy series when I get back to the UK, which is a deep dive into all of the elements.
Education, if you want education about the 5 elements.
It's all about education. It's to do with emotions, because the emotions are attached to organs as well. This is another thing to do with this separation between mind, body, and soul. Like, emotions are part of the whole construct and vessel of your divinity, and they are attached to organs. So sometimes chronic illness or like bowel issues will have to do with the emotions associated with the bowel, or vice versa. You may have a lot of emotional outspills that have to do with some kind of deficiency within an organ.
Say the thing about emotions being a symptom.
Emotions are pathology.
People
I know
be
you're
like,
not gonna like
no.
that. I know, but
My emotions are real.
emotions are pathology. So if emotions are that real, why do you spend so much time, especially emotional clearing, trying to get rid of them? Meditation exists to silence the mind, and if somebody's very angry, you spend a lot of time meditating in order to deconstruct that emotional program. So emotions are basically pathology of something deeper going on within the body. I believe that, and I believe that just within my practice as a practitioner of Chinese medicine, but also as a seeker. As a seeker myself, who's a mental CF, and really understanding the relationship between illness or just chronic acute things that come up every day, and emotions. And once you get a grip of those two things, you'll realize that a lot of the time emotions are pathology, right? What do you think?
Totally. When you said that, I was like, oh my God, yeah. Like,
it's pathology.
They're your signs.
Yeah.
They're the signs to show you where to go, where you need healing.
Exactly. They're like alarm bells. They're like fire alarms.
Yeah.
That's what I look at emotions like, fire alarms.
Which is why in emotional clearing, we want to take you to a position of neutrality. And people will be like, oh, why would you want to clear joy? Why would you want to clear happiness? Why would you want to clear...
Because it can be a pathology.
Right.
Yeah. And it can also be a mask. So a lot of people who are pathologically angry will go around smiling all the time. It's like a normal thing. Or put themselves in a place of happiness, but really underneath the surface, they just want to fucking rip your head off. Which brings us back to being authentic. All the things.
It's come full circle now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and we are looking to make the connection between, because somebody just posted about solar plexus, and we are now looking into making the connection between open and defined centers in human design and constitutional
factors in the elements.
So I actually talked to Alicia about that this morning during our session. So
and because tell them about the open thing that we have within metal.
Yeah, so we have an open emotional. So we both have open emotional centers, and we have defined spleens.
But our emotional center is not because we take on.
Yeah, but ours is like we're void of emotion.
Yeah.
But that's a healthy, open emotional center, is that we're not being overly emotional. We're not taking in and amplifying emotions that aren't ours and mistaking them as our own.
Yeah.
Like it's, metal, CFs are void. A healthy metal is void of being void of emotion.
Yeah.
Maybe not void, but
yeah, not void, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of that,
you have because everything has the polarity, right? It's the balance.
Yeah.
As well.
So balanced, open emotional center, same thing as balanced metal.
Yeah, totally.
Open or unbalanced emotional center in human design has the same symptoms as an unbalanced metal.
Yeah, exactly.
In 5 elements act.
Yeah.
It's not called 5 elements acupuncture though, right? It's philosophy.
5
elements.
5 elements philosophy. Definitely.
Alicia's like, I need Michelle's chart now. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Got my chart. Which, yeah, can I just say something on balance as well? Because that ignited something within me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, balance. So, Leah was just talking about balance, which is something that we've now completely gone out the window as well within all of our communities. It's like you're striving for the light, which I really have this thing about the light lie. How do you feel about the light lie? I feel like that's a whole nother life.
It might be another live.
Yeah,
we might have to do the light lie live tomorrow.
Can we do the light lie live tomorrow?
We'll do another live tomorrow morning.
I want to talk about the light lie.
Light lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to come back for that one.
Yeah.
How much longer are you going to be?
We're going to be like 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember we have that appointment?
Oh. To see the villa.
Do you want me just to go now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just tell me you couldn't make it.
And then...
Okay.
Or I can go. I can go.
Oops. Did you forget something?
Yes.
You were too busy talking about
Well, I didn't put it in my calendar.
Yeah.
So we'll come back tomorrow and do that live.
Will be good? Yeah. It will be good.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Comment immortal as fuck if you want information on the program.
As fuck.
And we'll get it to you as soon as it's ready. Mwah.